very welcome back to my home. Today we're going to be cooking salmon with a touch of Oriental style to it. So first I'm going to show you how to make the marinade for the salmon. Now for our marinade I have some soy sauce, honey, fish sauce, a little bit of hoisin, and I've garlic, ginger, lime and some chopped finely diced onion. So first I'll put the onion into the bowl. And then the garlic. Little tip, if you're chopping garlic, a little bit of salt on it. It helps it keep it together when you're chopping it. So crush it down. And then just that goes in. Some ginger. This is root ginger. You also can use pureed garlic and pureed ginger if you want it. It'll have just nice, the root ginger is nice. So put your soy sauce in, your fish sauce, honey, I'll put all the measurements up on the website. Hoisin, and then a little of the lime zest through it. And again some lime juice in it. So you give that a good mix around. And now we'll go on to the salmon and we'll get it ready to be marinated. Now I'm going to prep the salmon for the marinade. Just the same as before, just trim a little bit of the fat off here. The skin is on it, so I'm just going to score it because I want all the flavour to go through it. And then we're going to cut it into portions. I call this slivers of salmon. Probably somebody else has a different name for it, but that's what I have. See, that'll cook very fast as well. So now we're going to marinate them. So I'm just going to put the salmon into a bowl here. And here's the marinade. This is where you get your hands just marinated in. And you're just going to put that in the fridge now. We'll marinate it and for about an hour. So even if the night before, if you did this, the flavour would just be beautiful in. Now I'm after marinating it for an hour, so I put a big cling wrap on it just so it keeps the perfume in it. I know perfume people associate with ladies and smelly, but it's actually perfume with food as well. You have the ginger and the garlic, and it's just after going into the fish. Our baking bowl then, I just have a little bit of marinade going into that. Make sure your oven is quite hot, about 180, because you want this to cook nice and fast. Now I'm going to serve this, a lot of people serve this with rice, but I'm doing something a bit different today. I'm going to do some fried potato and asparagus spears, which I'll show you next once we pop these into the oven. Make sure you get all the juice from your marinade, and don't waste anything. Put your bit of limes in around it. Everything gives flavour, it'll come out of it. And that's it. We'll put that in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes and I will show you the asparagus and the potato then next. Now, as I said to you, I'm putting asparagus and potato with this. So here we have the asparagus. I have blanched this off. So literally boiling water, put your asparagus into the boiling water, let it come back to the boil and then straight into cold water. So that's literally, they're nice and crunchy still. That's what they call blanching asparagus or blanching any vegetables. In America they call shocking the vegetables because you're immersing straight into cold water. My potato, this is what the cooking I'm trying to do is for household cooking, so people if there's stuff left over that they can utilise it. So literally potato that was boiled, left over, so we can utilise it. I just cut the little tip off there and as you can see there's a nice little bit of a crunch left in this as well. So we cut them and just literally cut the edge off because it just helps it sit better on them. So I'll be pan frying them with the asparagus for the salmon. Now I have a little bit of marinade left over, so I'm going to reduce that down and then we can just glaze that over the plate then when the salmon comes out. Okay, salmon is in the oven for about 12 minutes now, so I'm going to turn on my little bit of extra marinade to reduce that down. So we'll turn it up to full heat to reduce it down as much as we can, and I have a pan just slightly heating here to start off my potatoes and asparagus. So a little bit of oil. Olive oil, as I said, as I used before. I'm just going to let the pan heating a little bit now for a few seconds. And now I'm going to put a little bit of butter in the pan. Starting to get nice and warm. And on with the potatoes. And there's a bit of oil around. As you can see, the marinade is reducing down nicely. Just to get that extra bit of sauce with your fish. Now I'm just going to turn the potatoes nice and brown. And the sauce is reducing nice. So about a minute more for them, and then we'll just, the asparagus will only take literally a half a minute. We just toss them off in a bit of butter here that we have. You see the nice brown that turns the butter balls? That's a lovely sign. We call that kind of nutty brown butter. If you can see, the marinade is really reducing down. That's going to be a lovely glaze on the fish now. Put the asparagus in. Just put another knob of butter for them. Now I'm happy enough with the reduction on the marinade, so I'm going to turn that off. And happy with that as well, so off with the heat on them, and we're going to take the salmon out of the oven now and we're going to plate up. Oh, lovely. Look at the lovely glaze on them. Beautiful. So we'll leave that over there. Okay, let's plate up. Yeah, asparagus looks lovely. and I'm just going to get the marinade to go over. And just the last little finishing touch, just a little twist of lime on top, and there. Enjoy.